Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You have joined me here in the year of 2025. Happy New Year to you all. I hope it's a year filled with fantastic golf. And if you have the feeling that it isn't, that's where I come in. You know where to find me. Now, with winter brings difficult conditions, okay? Softer ground. I've had lots of lessons recently teaching people how to not hit the big ball before the small ball, okay? I'm going to speak to you today a little bit about how we can improve our backswing to enable you to get that nice compression and that non-negotiable downward blow into the ball at impact, okay? So, one thing, the most common theme I see with people that hit the ground before the ball, they'll go, right, I've got to get all my weight on my left side in my setup, okay? So, hey, that's too much, way too much to start with. And what I'll then do is I'll take the club back and I'll put even more weight on that left foot. Number two, no, we don't want any of that. That then causes, as soon as the club comes down, I jump off of that left foot, my weight kicks too far back onto this right. I end up really annoying Lee and the whole greenkeeping team by taking half the golf course with me and having to trudge 10 yards to my ball, okay? No, that's where I come in to help. Lots of very, very good ball strikers, top tour pros in the world, will have in their backswing a slight loading, a slight shift into this right leg. The trail leg is what we call it. Now, what this helps us to create is a nice rotation onto this right leg, but also it helps us create the space here that I can then move back into as I come through. Thus, my sequence is in the right order. It's a bit like throwing a ball. I use this analogy with a lot of my clients. You wouldn't start, if you were going to throw a ball as far as possible, you wouldn't start with the weight on your front foot. And as you throw, move onto your back foot, you would start with the ball in your hand, with the weight on your back foot, and shift naturally onto the left because you want the ball to go as far as possible. Okay? Exactly the same with the golf swing. What I want to do as I take the club back is feel that I'm loading a little bit of weight into my right side, and perhaps at the top of the swing I have 55% on that right leg, maybe even 50-50 if I want to feel like I've got a nice recentering move. So there's a small shift right, and then just as the club gets to the top, I recenter and I sit into both legs. Now from there, that starts the sequence in the right place. From the ground up, I start to shift my weight more effectively, and it means that I can actually get my body working through into that shot. So hitting down, being able to compress it, and just getting that low point in front of the ball. And you can see that my whole body starts to move. More weight is getting onto that left side quicker, earlier. Lots of top professionals will have their weight sorted out by the time the club hits this last parallel point. They'll be 75 to 80% on that left side, and all they then do is pivot onto it, make contact with the small white ball first, or the big one. Okay, this is a really key thing that we can try and implement into our game with all of the shots which we're going to be hitting off the ground. Obviously, I don't want you to start doing this with driver, okay? Because you'll be all coming into me with mud all over them going, Tom, what is going on? You've messed my game up. This is purely for any shot that you're hitting off the ground. As I mentioned earlier, the non-negotiable, the absolute non-negotiable, when the ball is lying on the ground, is that we have to have a downward blow. I've said it in videos before, and I'll say it again. I'm going to switch the camera around here, and I'll show you how. So now, I'm in my position. I've got my good setup. I'm feeling nice and comfortable. Starting off this back nine, I'm thinking, yeah, this is exactly where I need to make a nice par or birdie with the right strike with my iron off the tee. My first feeling as this club works back is I'm shifting just a little bit of weight into this right side, 55%, and then it makes the room so I can move back ahead to get that nice bit of compression that I need and that downward blow to help me hit the ball first. So in my setup, one look, little practice to feel the body shifting away, and then feeling like that left shoulder is going to get ahead of that golf ball on the way down. Let's go. Give it good. Nice strike. Looking at the center of the green. Happy days. If you want to learn more about it this winter, you know where to find me. I'm going to have some new club reviews. We've got all the new TaylorMade, the QI35, the Ping G440, Callaway Elite, woods and irons have all arrived in the shop. There will be reviews on them to help you be able to determine which one might be best for your game this season. If you have any questions, you know where I am. Ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy this year. Happy golfing, happy days. See you soon.